Bobby Manning here. Welcome to the Garden Report. Last one here at TD Garden for a while.
Yeah, it's going to be a while, Bobby.
Josue, Pavon, Bobby Manning. Celtics lose to the Heat to end this mini-series in a split, 120 to 116. Three different Heat scored 25 points, and Jimmy Butler, some daggers at the end of overtime after what looked like a dagger to end regulation, but Jaylen Brown, who had 37 in this game, hit a three from the moon. One of those plays you would have remembered.
Everybody in the crowd was looking at it like this, and then
We heard a no behind us, and it went in off the backboard. It was in that same spot Chris Middleton hit one in that game one here.
That's right. Yeah, you heard that. I heard a what the, and then, but literally he didn't say it, but he didn't have enough time to because Jaylen shocked him, and they went crazy. Everyone went crazy.
He hit that one, but Tatum 0-7 from 3, starts 3 of 13, his roughest night by far, settled for a 3, trailing by 2 right before that Jimmy Butler shot that shut the door on this one. Marcus Smart had a 3, I remember, in transition late in this game, early in the shot clock. Brown had one kind of flat-footed. Some shades of the old Celtics, the ones that are now a year in the past. Turnovers, 20 of them tonight after 16 on Wednesday. I didn't love the defense in this one either, but the Celtics came away from it saying that the offense that they've relied on so much finally doomed them in this one.
Yeah, I think so, Bobby. I think that's spot on, especially seeing the shades of last year and the way they were able to correct those mistakes, though. I think that's the part where you say, okay, these guys have evolved, and that's clearly the case. I didn't look at this game as this is the game where they just got outplayed, they got flat out, pushed around. No, they pushed back. The Celtics certainly pushed back. They were in the game, obviously down the stretch. Jaylen Brown forcing overtime. I mean, this game wouldn't have been close if it wasn't for Jaylen Brown. And I think that is a testament to what the Miami Heat were doing on defense. But I also think that the Celtics just did themselves in the sense of just not always picking the right shots or not always making the right plays. I thought even in overtime, there were some games or there were some plays where Tatum kind of forced the issue a bit. He almost got away with a fancy layup there at the in a crucial spot, but it obviously didn't fall. And I just feel like that's where sort of the Miami Heat just capitalized on teams like that. I mean, that's how thin the margin of error is. And as Joe Mazzulla put it, it just felt like from his eyes, the Miami Heat made 2 or 3 more plays than the Celtics did when it came down to it.
They forced tough shots. I thought Joe did a good job reeling in the offense at times. Late in the fourth quarter, you had that sort of give-and-go play between Grant and Tatum on the baseline.
Coming out of the timeout, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So there were moments where they sort of got back to themselves. I thought Smart was good in this game, aside from a few mistakes. He had 2 good steals in overtime as well. So a bunch of little things that make you think, all right, they did a good job in spite of foul trouble for 3 different players, Horford, Tatum, and White in this one. The poor shooting. They shoot 33% from 3 in this one, and they're still there at the end with a chance to tie this game at the end of overtime. But a few too many lapses and a few too many big moments from Jimmy Butler. Tyler Herro great in this one as well, and Bam turned it up late. So you have 3 guys rolling on that side. Celtics really were relying on one.
That's true. Now, you know what? Another thing about those 3 guys that you just mentioned, they were giving you a whole lot of effort on the other end. I thought Bam Adebayo did a really good job of just gambling when he was supposed to, sort of rattling Tatum a bit, sort of being that middle guy, picking his spot to win to, the second Tatum turned his corner to get him from the weak side. I think that all those little things sort of helped them in keeping Tatum uncomfortable. And I thought Jayson Tatum tried hard to get back into his groove. And I thought offensively he did find stretches, but with the foul trouble and the lack of momentum, I mean, that's what the Miami Heat do, and they capitalize on that. They're disciplined, they play defense, and they play with a lot of sense of pride. I think that's what a lot of this boils down to. I mean, yeah, it's a 2-game series, but also this is the team that lost Game 7 against the Boston Celtics. This is the team that was most likely looking at the NBA Finals, watching the NBA Finals, thinking, man, we could have been better. We could have been better than that. Guys like Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, these guys are competitors, and Spoelstra is one of the best. So we certainly saw the Miami Heat at their best in a time throughout the regular season where they just haven't been able to put together these type of performances.
Yeah, they got off to a rough start. Now they've won 4 or 5. Butler's back from injury. Looks like they're starting to go in a good direction here, and they're going to be a team that the Celtics can't avoid, it seems. A good celebration on the court after. It looked like they were doing the dove, pointing up at the sky.
They got jokes, huh?
They'll face again in late January down in Miami, so that'll be one to look forward to in the second half of the schedule into 2023. For now, Celtics out on the road. Luke Kornet banged up in this one. We'll see what happens there. Hyperextension of his knee. He didn't return after that. Did return to the sideline. And we'll preview that West Coast trip that's coming up starting Sunday in Brooklyn, heading up to Toronto and then out west. We'll be there for it, and we're going to preview it here on Celtics All Access. So subscribe if you haven't, CLNS Media, for all the post-game reaction to this one. And, of course, show our sponsors some love. Big reason we're able to travel down to brooklyn.com/garden, 40% off a premium subscription when you go over there. Help us out, help them out, and help yourself out with a great product of mental wellness sounds and different activities that you can do on that app. And Athletic Greens, athleticgreens.com/garden for your physical health, minerals, vitamins, adaptogens, probiotics, and more in their powder.
It's the minimal though. You know, you're right there. I mean, it's easy to use that word because you're not taking 7-9 different supplement or pills. It's all boiled down to one, and that's Athletic Greens.
That's athleticgreens.com/garden. They'll throw in a year's supply of vitamin D as well as a 5 free travel packs. There you go. Josue, Pavon, buddy, man, this has been the Garden Reports. Celtics lose to the Heat, 120-116.